welcome to 2K Sports. So the Timberwolves win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Leonard. Morris with it. Jackson on the wing. Out to Leonard. George for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Here's Towns. And it's good. 2 points.
When you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
George with the bucket.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Minnesota now. And here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer off the mark. Jackson with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. George passes to Leonard. 4-3. Russell with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And he can't jam it through.
Well, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Morris can't hit.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Russell against Morris. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Kicks it to George. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. George has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Russell. With the drive. Back to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by George.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Edwards against George. The 3 from Russell. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. George, right side. Pass to Morris. Fires the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's Leonard. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. George outside. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Morris finds George. And here's Jackson. Shot on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Russell from outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. Morris for 3. That one no good. For Minnesota, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
McDaniels against Leonard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
George, a deep 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Leonard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Jackson outside. Out to Leonard. Pulls it. That one off the back iron and out.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's George. He's got 9. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Here's Russell. It's a 10-point game. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Leonard. George outside. Nails it from 3. George has got 12 points in the game.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Right wing. Pass to Towns. They need this. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's George. He's got 12. Morris for 3. Hits a three-pointer. He has 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, sweet move. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Now here's Russell. Over Jackson. The shot by Russell, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Jackson finds Leonard. Now George. Back to Morris. Pass to Jackson. It's George on the wing. And stolen by Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Edwards against George. McDaniels passes to Russell. Down low. George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. 1:07 left in the first half. Leonard for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Gobert on the high post. He's working on Morris. Edwards can't hit.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Leonard passes to Zubac. George against Edwards. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Russell finds Towns. Comes up empty down low. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 50. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Back to Prince. This one for 3. And Wall pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Pass to Mann. Back to Covington. Here's Mann. Out to the right wing. Here's Wall. No good that time. Nice D from Reed. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Uses the glass on the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Powell outside. Pass to Covington. And And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Reed with it. On the wing, Noel. Powell covers. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Blocked!
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of platoon, really an asset in blocking shots.
Wall gets the bucket.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Prince. Inside. Here's Noel. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Reed, a screen on Powell. Back to Reed. To the paint. Here's Prince. Offensive board. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. Here's McLaughlin. Reed sets a screen. 4 seconds left. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Deflected by Wall.
He's a bigger point guard now. He's got length and athleticism, so Wall can block a shot or two, especially when he's engaged on defense.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Wall. Out to Covington. Wide open. And it's Noel with a rebound. Well, the Timberwolves shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on the shot. McLaughlin's got 6. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Up top, Wall. Covington passes to Wall. Tipped. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Wall's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot clock at 5. It's Edwards on the wing. The 3 is up. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
How How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And he nails the third. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. George outside. The three ball. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris with it. Towns covering. Jackson outside. Now Leonard. Morris left side. Shot clock at 6. George finds Morris. It's blocked by Gobert. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Jackson. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Driving in. The shake. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or 2 ahead of the defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Jackson outside. Back to George. Pulls it in from the elbow, and the shot's good.
George making nice use of the mid-range look right there. Really good at creating space for that shot.
George against Edwards. To the inside. Towns. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard passes to Morris. Stolen by Russell. And they're on the break. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Towns. Edwards got 6 here in the quarter.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Leonard passes to George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris for 3. Sinks the tray.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
Just good awareness from Leonard there, feeding a wide-open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Over to the left wing. Back to Edwards. Right side, McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. And stolen by Leonard. Cuts off the pass. McDaniels passes to Russell. That one a little long. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. George finds Leonard. It's George on the wing. From behind the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Clippers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Jackson outside. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's George.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George.
He does not get the second one. Outside Edwards. Puts up a three. Fires in the triple.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Representing Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward.
Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Now, here's Zubac. Following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Brooks against Jackson. Jackson down low. Buries it down low.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Morant finds Bain, and the three off target. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
Amazing that Bain fell for the last pick of the first round at 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range of his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah, Kevin, we talked about their primary defensive concern in this game. He said, we don't want to go up and down the court. Those guys finish as well as anyone in the league. We have to turn this game into a chess match and close off all openings along the way. Battle of X's and O's tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
He also loved that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, which has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Leonard. A shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Left side Jackson. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. George against Bain. A three from Morris.
This team leads on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
Bain kicks to Morant. To the middle. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Leonard the pass to George. Out to Morris. George looking over the floor. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch-and-shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
Now here's Morant. Jackson has the open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jackson passes to Morris. George with the ball. There's the triple, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you're not professional.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant kicks to Brooks. In the corner, it's Bain. Beyond the arc. Morris with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. 27 seconds left in the first. Morant outside. On the wing, Brooks. Morant finds in.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
First team.
On defense, Memphis trailing by 2. Outside for Jackson. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Clippers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Morant. And Zubac with the block. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team.
Clippers leading by 4. Jackson up top, guarded by Morant, stolen by Brooks.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
Bain, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him out.
Morris finds George. And George with the stuff.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
George passes to Leonard. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Out to Morris for the 3. They get the rebound. And George able to finish. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Bain, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. They shoot again. George trying to break free. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Bain kicks to Jackson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
George against Morant. Outside Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant right side. He takes it in decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
George dishes to Jackson. Morris kicks to Jackson from past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 4th assist in this one.
And Jackson has become a reliable 3-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Bain passes to Adams. And the layup falls. Adams has got his first basket.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Jackson. He's got 5. Out to Morris. In the corner, George with it. On the wing, Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Morant passes to Bain. No good on the 3. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Morris going inside. Oh, tried to duck it all, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
And he's good on the second. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Adams' shot is off.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And George kicks to Zubac. George finds Jackson. Outside Leonard. The shot, no good. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
18.
If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's George. He's got 14. A 3 from Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's good. 2 points. Jackson's got 8.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Leonard inside. And the wide open shot for Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Bain with the bucket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Morant against Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. And Bain pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks right side. Feeds it to Jackson. Out to Brooks. And a wide open look for Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones looking for an opening. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Powell with it. Over in the corner, Batum. Back to Powell. All with it. Now Green defending. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Powell dishes to Covington. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
Robert Covington. at the line.
He hits both from the strike. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies, trailing by 5. They kick it out to Green. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Wall, good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Clippers leading by 5. Pass to Man. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Green passes to Clark. Knocks it loose. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Powell. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Jones, no one around him. The Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Man passes to Wall. It's Clark with the rebound.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Lobbed up there for Clark. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Williams.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Powell, the pass to Man. Back to Powell. Takes it out to Covington. Over Williams. That one wide left. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Inside, here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wall, and the rejection by Clark. Williams dishes to Clark, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Green outside. The offensive rebound. They had a number of cracks in it, but came away empty-handed. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an incredible pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Leonard with the steal. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Zubac kicks to Morris. Jackson against Morant. Clippers moving the ball around. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break. Here we go. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Jackson down low. It's covering. Leonard, no luck. Memphis leading. Leonard with the steal. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Jackson following the score by Memphis. The pass to George. The feed to Leonard. Back to George. Top of the key. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Here's George, following the basket by John Morant. Out to Morris. They caught their own miss.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Leonard against Brooks. Here's George. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. And Morant blows it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Adams. Morant passes to Bing. Lets the 3 fly. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Grizzlies? Morris passes to Leonard. On the wing, George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now here's Morant. Six to shoot. Takes it inside and finished off by Morant.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Adams. Stolen by Jackson. Now Bain. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Morant dives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
There's the drive, and he finishes nicely on the way.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
20 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit. They're still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Morant looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a 3.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
So thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for
Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Edwards can't hit.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
Outside Bade. Takes a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Now, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Here's Edwards. An easy 2 on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's the 3. Jackson finds Morant. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, that is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Here's Morant. Minnesota with a rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Edwards against Bain. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Outside Bain. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. the Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Russell. Drains the triple.
To me, if you're the defense, you go with that one. D'Angelo Russell demanding respect on the deep ball.
From deep, Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
To the wing, right side. The three from Russell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Now here's Edwards. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Here he goes. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Now here's Edwards. Takes the three. McDaniels, that's good.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Morant, pass to Bain. Lets the three fly. Here's Jackson, and he buries his first look.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Edwards against Bain, and Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Counted from distance. Jackson's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Edwards. 24 seconds left in the opening quarter. Towns for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Outside Bain for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Now here's Russell. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign. but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The drive by Bain. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff. A little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniel. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Timberwolves on D. Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Russell against Morant. From 7, outside McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Here's Gobert. And too long on the shot. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there. Refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Outside Edwards. Out to the right wing. Downs for 3. The shot comes out. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Morant. Oh, wow! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Bain. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Jaden McDaniel. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Adams. Tries again. Outside for Brooks. Tipped. Edwards with it. Checked by Brooks. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Gobert with it. And the jam by Gobert.
Well, so long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Morant against Russell. Jackson outside. Fires for 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Yep, that one goes. Gobert's got 6.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Here's Morant on the take. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A one-handed tomahawk. That's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jerry Jackson.
Good on the second one. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Noel. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be...
The Grizzlies, 28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Conchar. Outside Jones. The shot. And he gets the jumper to drop. In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You have the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Here's Prince. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
We talk often about Taurean Prince's range as a shooter. Let's talk about athletically the ability to get in transition and get easy opportunities. Nicely done.
Jones misses.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Anderson passes to Reed. They get it back.
The effort on the glass, fantastic. Helps him overcome the size disparity.
Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Brandon Clark. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Green up top. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Right side Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anderson's got his first points of the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Jones from outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Noel. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Conchar. Williams on the wing for the lead. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. To the right side. Here's McLaughlin. 1:43 left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Left side Anderson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. The 3. Drills it from deep. Conchar's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:10 left in the third quarter here. McLaughlin's shot is good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And here's Jones. He's got 5. Williams from long range. And And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Anderson with it. Guarded now by Williams. Clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Brandon Clark.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And Anderson drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jones misses. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Williams. Jones up top. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Memphis. That one's no good. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell hits it from the high post.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
Jackson outside. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Towns. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has got 7 of their 16 3-point attempts to go in. Here's Morant. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Now Towns. Back to Gobert. Outside to Russell. Fires from deep. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Morant against Russell. Tries to break his ice. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant with the jam.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Towns finds McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. And Edwards slams it in.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Adams.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Morant against Russell. Down low. Offensive rebound. Gobert passes to Towns. Knocks down the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
It's not just the three-point shooting. It's the range three-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Keeps it alive. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Three-pointer. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's foul number 2 for him. Russell against Morant. Left side McDaniels. An open look for Russell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Jackson with a screen on Russell. To the middle. Here's Bane. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Morant against Russell. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
There's 47 seconds left in the 4th. Bane. Here's Adams. Pass to Jackson. Outside Bane. There's the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. The 3 from Bane.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end of Anthony Edwards.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. From deep, Bane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Kept alive. Goes back up. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota with the W. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for...
Here we go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Subas. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. And the wide open shot from Morris. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Morris, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Towns. Out to Russell. Timberwolves mixing it around. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Count it, good.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Ball's knocked loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Edwards with the stop.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Out to Morris. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
To Morris to stop the run. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Edwards looking it over. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Kicks it out to Leonard. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Jackson finds George.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Morris against Towns. Here's George. He can't get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Leonard against Edwards. Outside Russell. The three. Kept alive.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. For three. drains the three-pointer. George has got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
George against Edwards. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. 1:05 left to play in the first. The kick out to Town. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. And Zubats with the block. Clippers trail by 5. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Yep, that one goes in there.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Paul George with the steal. It's stolen by Edwards. And the dunk by Towns.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Jackson passes to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And so here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Kicks it out to Leonard. Got a piece of it. Clock is at 3. And George, here we go. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. Let's take a quick. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run. And they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
No, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard attacking to the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Jackson against Edwards. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Takes a 3. That shot off. Timberwolves leading by 5. Brett, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
4 on the shot clock. Outside for Jackson. No good on the triple. Timberwolves have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And finished up by McDaniel.
And showing he can make plays for others. Never moving it with conviction.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson against Russell. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Towns, the pass to Russell. Now, here's McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. One-on-one fast break. Here's George. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's Edwards on the wing. Kicks to Towns, puts it up from 15, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And here's a guy in Towns who can get buckets inside and out, and you throw in the mid-range, and Cat makes you guard him at all 3 levels.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Edwards against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George passes to Leonard. There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Jackson kicks to George. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Morris into the lane. They get a hand on it. Towns with the steal. To the inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Back to Zubac. To the middle. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Edwards against Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard. Morris inside. He has 5. George passes to Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. The shot, no good. Thank you, David. We'll be back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point guard position.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
In the corner, George with it. The tray. Zubac. Nice persistence to chip it back up and in. Zubac has got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Those second chance points can add up.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers trail. Covington kicks to Batum. Back to Covington. The dish to Batum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Batum. That one drops. He ties it up. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the right side. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. It's good from long range. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Man. Outside, Covington. Right side, Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Just 2 to shoot. That shot wide open. Batum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Batum has the answer locked and loaded from the three-point line.
Here's Noel. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For the lead, here's Powell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Anderson wide open. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
Anderson that time shooting without any hesitation, slow-mo, getting one off.
Ball passes to Covington. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Anderson with the ball. Now Covington defending. Passes it to Noel. Back to Anderson. And there's the pass to Noel. Anderson the screen. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Good D by Covington.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
The kick out to Wall. Pass to Man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Oh, that's good.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Timberwolves trail. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. No one covering. Prince has got 6 here in this quarter.
I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And here's Reed. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McLaughlin, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Powell kicks to Wall. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Pass to Man. Back to Covington. He dishes it to Powell. From deep, Wall. The rebound by Prince. For Minnesota, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Noel, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on the second free throw. LA has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jackson finds George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Nothing you can do right there as George is aggressive, getting to the inside and over the top of the defense.
Tie game in Minnesota. And coming up as soon as we return from break, and let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell left side. Dishes to McDaniels. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Jackson with it. Outside, George. From deep three-point range. He's off on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside, Edwards. Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. Cut the wide, Minnesota. Over in the corner, McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Leonard throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing. That aggression on defense has resulted in a stop season.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
A deep three from Leonard. The Clippers get another chance here. No good from Zubac.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Passes it to McDaniels. Out the dish to Towns. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Russell looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got his first points in this one.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Clippers leading by 6. Jackson dishes to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's George for 3. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Edwards with the stop.
The more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Edwards against George. In the corner, it's Morris. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards finds Towns.
Unreal. Big Cat. One of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Leonard attacking. Yes!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there when he gets the call and will shoot 2.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
Both shots good from the strike.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
George against Edwards. Morris left side. Outside for Jackson. Just 3 to shoot. From deep, George. Rebound, Minnesota.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Edwards passes to Russell to take the lead. He's off from 3. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a drum. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis, Jackson finds George. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And it's Moran off the drive. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Now Los Angeles with it. He takes it in. And the dunk by Leonard.
On his drives, Kawhi can be just devastating, completely overwhelming the D. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And stolen by Morant. Pass to Bain. The fadeaway. And again, Memphis no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Leonard passes to George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 5. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
First team foul.
Moran against Jackson. The 3 from Bain. Adams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
To the paint. Out to Leonard. Jackson outside. The 3. Morris outside. From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Moran against Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on Paul George.
As young as John Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him. In the 2021-22 season, we saw John Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Here's Morant. The Clippers getting their last shot to go.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Now Jackson, hounded by Morant. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Marcus Morris Lee. First personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw misses.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
From deep, Bain. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
George's shot is good.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Adams has got 6.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Leonard passes to George. And the 3 off target.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Here's Morant. From 17. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6.
Hard to overstate Morant's shooting ability. It just comes natural to him.
Leonard outside. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And he lays it in.
You know, offensive rebounding is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Nice shot by George.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Morant against Jackson. Kicks it to George. The Clippers rebound. Leonard outside. George against Bane. Basket counts. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Baseline jumper. And there's Jackson on the assist from Bane.
Not just a floor spacer with the jump shot. Terrence solid also from the mid-range.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Morant, pass to Jackson. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Morris. It's good. Off the glass. Morris has got 5 now.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Here's Morant. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
George passes to Leonard. Now here's Jackson. Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. And Morant clears the board. Adams finds Bane. Launches it. And the 3-pointer goes. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Morant, the pass to Jackson from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's George. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Three-pointer, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Out to the wing. Morris down low, defended by Jackson. He was all alone on that one. George has got 7 points here in the quarter.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Jackson with a screen on George. The three from Bain. Doesn't go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Zubac passes to Jackson. Morris on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Back to Morris. Going inside. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson can't get it to go.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Jackson. Oh, Morris with a steal. For 3, George. That one doesn't drop. So we conclude the first half.
The Grizzlies, 23. The Clippers, 34.
We dive into the second half. We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Los Angeles shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Back to Leonard. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, man.
What it means, BA, as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. 6 on the shot clock. Ball for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis shooting about 41%. Pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Mann. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. From downtown. Wall, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Powell right side. And Powell with the stuff.
Look at how high Norman Powell gets on these dunks. Loves showing off his athleticism.
Pass to Conchar. On the wing, Green. Back to Conchar. Out left to the wing. Covington with it. Guarded now by Williams. Wing shot on the way. That's good from Covington on the assist from Powell. Covington's got his first 2 points. Here's Conchar. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Williams. Puts the move on. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
It's Covington on the wing. For three, Powell. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jones in the post. Wall covering. Pass to Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Wall. Buries it down low. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's Tillman. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter. The layup off target. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Batum. That one is off. Outside, Williams. Over Covington. Covington grabs the board.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
From deep three-point range. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Inside. And that one's good. Green.
Unflappable. Danny Green will put it right in your eye with no hesitation, even against excellent defense.
Powell finds Covington.
Memphis foul.
Mark is checked in for Memphis.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Batum, pass to Covington. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And the Grizzlies shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Jones drives in. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles shooting just 36% in the third. Covington passes to Batum. Here's man. And they recover it. Outside Covington. Second chance shot. Walk up 2 there. Covington's got 4 points this quarter.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Wall, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find a guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark finds Williams. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Morris. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I'll tell you what, This was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. The kick out to Morris. He buries it from three. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. The kick out to Morris. It's George on the wing. For three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Now here's George. And here's Morris, defended by Jackson. 5 on the clock. The 3, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
From deep, Payne. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space. It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
A nice shot by Morris.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Jackson finds some space. The wide-open shot is on the money.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant, a skilled distributor.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Adams covering. Off target with the 3. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Morant finds Payne. The 3-ball. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. George against Payne. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. From deep, Morant. Pass to Adams. Jackson with it. Leonard pulls down the board.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Jackson on the wing. Leonard passes to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bang getting off the ground with ease.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Kicks it to George. Pass to Leonard. And here is Morris. To the paint. Back to George. Trying to get back on track. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Morant. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for
And inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Now, here is Russell, following the miss by John Morant.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now, here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. Russell from long range. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Jackson throws it down.
This kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Now here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Just a beautiful read by the former Buckeye Russell. So gifted at making those decisions.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Right side, Russell. Towns is double. Out to Russell. A 3 ball. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Bain. From the arc. Drops in the tray.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside, Russell. Now the pass to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pocket 6. Towns wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Russell with a wide open look. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Deflects the pass. Pass to Morant. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain position here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adams finds Morant. A shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Knocked loose. Morant passes to Bain. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves leading by 5. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Here's Gobert. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Jackson, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 8.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Russell kicks it to McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Outside for Jackson. 3-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Morant surveying the D. Top of the key jumper, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards passes to Gobert. A kick out to Towns. Offline with his 3. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and he hits the jumper for 2. Jackson's got 10 points. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 8.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Morant kicks to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep on the side. Here's Edwards, and he goes big with the tap right over John Morant.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Outside Jackson. Shoots from the elbow. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside Edwards. And it's Russell in the corner. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morant. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
It's Morant with the try. Russell with it. It's picked up by Brooks. Pass to McDaniels. For 3, Edwards. There's the pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Back to Edwards. Connects from 3-point range. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Morant finds Jackson. They need this. Up again, and it's Adams on the follow.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And it's Russell missing. They got a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Jones on the wing. Green sinks the 3-pointer. Green's got it back down to SuperLu for Memphis.
Hey, he's amongst the best shooters in the game, and Green is not a creator. We know that. He's a finisher. He works extremely well off the bat.
And so it's
The Grizzlies, 22, the Timberwolves, 30. And put your hands together and get down for the Milwaukee.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Jones. Clark is out there with Williams. And it's Green. And it's Conchar into the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Throws it up high. And he lays in the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
On the wing, Williams. Fires for 3. They get it again. Here's Clark. Jones for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint. It's tipped. 2 on the clock. Real well. On the money from 12 feet away. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Passes it to Concho. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Prince wide open. Oh, good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Clark with the jam.
And maybe that will trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite. And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Conshaw. From outside the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
Nice work to get it inside and drop contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Jones up top. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. He feeds it to Clark. Pass to Conshaw. 6 to shoot. There's Williams. Here's Clark. Nice move. And it's Clark with the jam.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
The pass to Reed. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Jones. And Green now, top of the key. Fires the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. The feed to Clark. Here's Williams, and he makes good on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 1 now for Memphis.
Hey guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Noel, no good. Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. There's Williams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Noel passes to Anderson. Off the run. Here's Reed. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Right side Bain from downtown. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Grizzlies out in front. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands. He's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skill.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Russell with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just...
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
A Russell against Morant. Driving in. Look at that.
Amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Russell kicks to Edwards. That shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Bain, and he gets the bucket. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Morant kicks to Bain. Three-pointer. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Edwards. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Left side, Adams. Back to Morant. And it's Memphis with another.
And how about the assertiveness from Morant, wasting no time firing. Love his approach.
And finished off by Edwards.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he took running, you knew he was aiming to shot to the rim.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Passes it to Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
The kick out to Town. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Gobert. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Bain against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Brooks with it. Picked up by Edwards.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win for the Grizzlies.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Desmond Bain.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 19-6 run. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Brooks. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. He kicks to McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Now Bain. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.